And the big story that we've been tracking very closely here at Mirror Now is about the high airfare charges, where surge prices continue to singe flyers even as domestic airfare cools off slightly. Prices continue to be exorbitant, and now a report has come forth which says that India tops the chart when it comes to domestic airfare hike. And as per the report by the Airport Council International, there has been a record jump by 41% in the domestic airfare. The report goes on to highlight that domestic airfare started climbing up from September 2022 when the government removed the airfare caps that were imposed during the pandemic. My colleague Shweta is joining me live from Mumbai to get us more details. Well, Shweta, good morning. It appears that the Airport Council International's report has pretty much substantiated and supported our entire campaign here at Mirror Now, where we have been questioning the exorbitant hike in the prices of air tickets. What does the people on ground feel? Do they really feel that the prices have come down as claimed by the government, or do they feel there should be a cap imposed on these air tickets?
Well, a very good morning to you, Samya. And indeed, the relentless coverage what we have been doing is yielding result, where we are seeing that now the news is already out and the politicians are also talking about it. The people are talking about it. We are getting several calls. But here on ground, while we speak to people, just a short while back, I was also communicating with a passenger. He also told me the same thing, that the prices should come down. As of now, in reality, on ground, we are not finding anything as such that passengers are having the sigh of relief that the prices and the flight tickets range has come down, while we know for the fact that the price range is somewhere between the hike of 15% to 41%. Here we are also seeing that the passengers are still in woes, their worries are still high because the price are not coming down. And here it's been seen that the domestic flights are in fact going on the on the price range of 80,000. If someone is flying to and fro from one place to another place, 80,000 was the maximum what was recorded. And here we are also seeing that passengers are worrying about their budget. At the same time, passengers are also saying the people, those who travel often, they say that it can be very distressful for them, because it's been seen that the price range have been going high from 2 months now, and they really want that the government should intervene and the prices should come down of the airfare.
Well, absolutely, Shweta. That is exactly why Mirror Now is still relentlessly carrying out this entire campaign, where our call-in lines are open. People can call us in, share their experience, their ordeal, and what do they feel about the prices of the air tickets. Do they feel that the government intervention has helped? Has it brought down the ticket prices? Or is there more room for the prices to be dropped? Thank you, Shweta, for getting us all those details from Mumbai. We shall leave it at that for the moment. Clearly, as far as the government is concerned, they have been maintaining that the aviation minister has made an intervention. He has held several rounds of meetings with the representatives of the airlines industry, and they have urged upon them to try and bring about the prices of the tickets well within rational limits, so that the common man doesn't feel the pocket pinch. Because many of the passengers who have been calling us up, many of the flyers who have been calling us up, have been maintaining is that air tickets and the airline services are no longer a luxury. It's a necessity in many cases, for many jobs, for many professionals. And that is the reason why the prices of the tickets should be curbed, and there should be a cap that should be brought back. Remember, until August 2022 to September 2022, there was this cap that was put due to the pandemic, but that was consecutively removed. The passengers want that cap to be brought back. Well, the new development that we are bringing forth is the Airport Council International's report, which clearly shows that how there has been a record jump by 41% in the domestic airfare. And India tops the chart when it comes to the domestic airfare hike. And that is exactly what we have been reflecting over here. Even as the middle class plays through their nose for airfare, political bickering over the flight prices erupts. Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has hit back at the Congress and claimed that there has been a considerable decrease in the flight prices after the government intervention. This comes after Congress's K.C. Venugopal's fresh rebuttal, saying that the centre's hands-off approach on the airfare has failed to curb predatory pricing by the airlines. And our call-in lines are open and we're getting some callers who are calling us in. We have got one Bharat calling us in from Bhubaneswar. Good morning, Mr. Bharat. Thank you for taking your time and calling us here at Mirror. Now, please go ahead and share your views.
I'm Bharat Changia from Siliguri. We travel quite often, and the prices of the tickets have really gone up. And the kind of competitive fares we were having just a few months ago, I don't think there is anything near now. So I urge the government to take necessary action immediately so that the people get relief from this airfare, because there is no other option to travel long distance. You cannot waste 3 days on the train to go to Mumbai. So we have to travel by air. So there is no choice. And the airfares are relentlessly going up, actually. So kindly cooperate. Thank you.
Absolutely, and that is exactly what we are looking towards the government, even as the government maintains that the airlines are private players. But the aviation minister, Mr. Scindia, has made several rounds of meetings where he has urged upon the airlines to try and bring the prices within rational limits so that it's not a pocket pinch for the common man. My colleague Ishika is also joining me live right now to get us more details. But Ishika, good morning. Take us through what are the people on ground feel about the kind of prices that are there for the airlines today. Because even as the government maintains that the prices have seen a considerable drop after the aviation minister's intervention, some people feel that yes, there is a price drop, but there is still room for a lot more correction as far as the airfare prices are concerned. Do the people feel that there should be some sense of a ceiling or a cap that should be imposed on these air tickets?
Well, yes, Sami, as you rightly mentioned, we have seen and we have been talking to the people here for the past couple of days, and what they continue to say here, that they have seen the prices only rising. Now, this comes out even after, the aviation minister, Jyotiraditya Scindia, saying that after his intervention, there has been, in fact, a drop of 14 to 60% in the airfares. So right now, if I'll try to go across to some people, ma'am, I'll just like to know from you, do you think that the airfares, the air ticket prices have come down, or has it gone up?
I don't know, ma'am.
Where are you coming from, ma'am?
Bangkok.
Okay. So what is the...
My
Okay. So what we are getting to know, Samya, we have been talking to some more people, since the morning itself. And what they also continue to say here, that the prices have only risen here. Excuse me, sir, I'll just like to know from you, where are you coming from, sir? Do you think that the airfares have gone up?
They're crazy. I've been trying to travel for the last couple of weeks and to Bangalore, and I don't think the prices have been at any point of time less than 14, 15K on a
That
direct
too for an economy class.
economy, yeah.
So,
And business is like 30, 40, 50, I don't know. I didn't even bother looking at it, so yeah.
So, sir, the aviation minister, Jyotiraditya Scindia, he continues to say that, in fact, after his intervention, there has been 14 to 60% drop in the airfares. So you think, that it certainly doesn't match the ground reality. What other solution do you think that the government should do?
I mean, not for this route at least. I mean, the Delhi-Bangalore route, the prices have not come down for the last 1 month. I presumed it's probably the summer vacation and stuff like that, but it's just been crazy. So I tried looking at other routes. They've been equally heavy. I mean, in terms of solutions, I honestly don't really have something spectacular at the moment. I mean, they could manage the routes more efficiently, maybe. I don't know if the airlines are trying to compensate for the COVID-related loss, but it's something that I don't have a solution in mind for right now.
But amid this, we have seen that the politics on this is also growing. But amidst all this, it's the common man, it's the Aam Aadmi like you and me who are suffering at the ground level.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not just me. I mean, there are guys in my team who are trying to travel, and these are kids out of college, right? 1 year, 2 year. They can't afford tickets like 16,000, 20,000. I mean, they've just started working, so it's hitting them really hard, and it has a translation effect. The teams are not able to assemble. Work is not getting done. So it's just it's a continuous ripple factor of problems
Ishika,
that are
I'll have
happening
to
because of
interject
this.
over there as there are several callers who are calling us in at this point in time. We have a caller calling us in from Vishakhapatnam. It's Vijay Narayan who's calling us in. Mr. Vijay Narayan, good morning. Thank you for calling us here at Mirror Now. Please go ahead and share your views.
Good morning, madam. Why they have increased so much from Vizag to Mumbai? It is supposed to be 5,600. Now they have been increased to 14,000, 16,000 like that for each person. It is very highly impossible to travel by air nowadays. So what should we do, madam? Something should be done.
Something should be done, exactly, Ms. Vijay Narayanan, and that is exactly what we are running this campaign for, where we are hoping that the government intervention is going to help the airlines bring down their prices, which can eventually bring about some respite to the flyers and passengers. Thank you, Ms. Vijay Narayan, for taking our time and calling us here at Mirror Now. Our call-in lines are open. The numbers are flashing on your screen. Do call us in and share your thoughts, your views, your experience and ordeals. And what do you think on the Stop Soaring Airfares campaign here at Mirror Now? I'm joined by another caller at this point in time who is calling us in from Bangalore. Mrs. Mehra is calling us. Mrs. Mehra, thank you for taking our time and calling us. Good morning. Please go ahead and share your views.
Good morning. I don't think the fare prices have gone down at all. To leave for Delhi for an emergency, a death in the family. He was stranded there Friday, Saturday, Sunday because the flights were not less than 25,000 Delhi-Bangalore. I think it's ridiculous. He himself doesn't keep too well. He had to fly to Chennai and take an evening late flight to Bangalore to somehow get a better deal done. I think government needs to cap the prices, and it's really getting from bad to worse.
These emergency situations and spot bookings is exactly what we are highlighting over here at Mirror Now, that how the price surge is affecting the common man if they do have to take a flight for an emergency on that particular day itself, or if they have to plan a trip in short notice. These prices are going to be unaffordable for a family, for a middle class person, anybody who is a constant, a frequent flyer. While the government maintains that they have seen a drop between 14 to 60%, the aviation minister also maintains that there has been a price drop. Well, perhaps, yes, there has been a price drop, but there is still room for a further drop is what the people, the passengers and the flyers are calling us in and telling us. We are hoping that the airlines are going to factor in the voices, the concerns of the flyers and the passengers who are calling us in over here at Mirror Now, and perhaps bring down the prices furthermore and maybe introduce a cap that is going to bring about some respite. We are going to be reporting on all the developments taking place from the aviation sector and what does the government feel about our campaign, and whether at all there has been further meetings with the airline representatives from the aviation minister's end to urge upon them to bring down the ticket prices. And we shift our focus to some other